Godzilla. You're such a big chunkus monster. The humans just don't understand you. I wish they did. They just won't leave you alone. Now that Kong, on the other hand. Hi. I'm John, aka Crashmasher1, and welcome to the pilot episode of the Crash Box. The John Box? One of them. So, little bit of history. I've actually been on YouTube for years. Many years. And I originally used to make all sorts of kind of interesting content. I used to make AMVs. I used to make, YouTube poops. I used to make funny meme responses. I used to make, vlogs and stuff with friends. But somewhere around 2011, 2012, I kind of stopped. Mostly because life hit me with a bag of bricks. And a lot of stuff happened. But I'm back. Kinda. And welcome. So, over the years, I've noticed that YouTube has kind of been stuck on a loop when it comes to content. Everything's all the same. It's your mukbang videos of someone, eating 10,000 calories of Wendy's for 30 minutes. It's two dudes poorly playing, Nintendo games and attempting to do comedy. It's, food reviews, check out the exclusive stuff like that. It's Let's Play clips and Twitch clips that are just recompiled into stuff you've already seen. It's just all of that. And I understand. That's the medium now. That's what people watch on YouTube. I get it. But wouldn't it be nice to come sit down like an old school TV show, watch a series on YouTube where all of that is just compiled into one episode? No longer do you have to click around and spend hours on a 30-minute video of one topic, or one thing, or one media, or one subject matter. Come say hi to me. We'll have clips and conversations on my podcast series that I'm starting to do. You'll see clips from my Twitch live streams on here. You'll see rapid food reviews and rapid product reviews. Some of which I even got to test out early before the general public. You'll see little sketch comedies and bits and memes. You'll see discussions that will be had on both more serious topics and more lighthearted topics. You'll even see some comic-related stuff. All sorts of things. So, listen. We're up at the 3-minute and almost 30-second mark. So here's how this pilot's going to work. Let me know over on this side. Check out the content. Let me know what you think. And be honest. I'm not obviously looking for people saying, oh, you should never make YouTube videos, this sucks, whatever. But, be a critic. Be critique. Let me know what works, what doesn't work. Let me know if you like the podcast bit. Let me know if you like the Twitch stuff. Let me know if you want to see more food reviews. Let me know what it is that sticks and doesn't. Simple as that. And then, whatever does stick, I'll try and make more of. I'll try and do more of that. So, but this is kind of, think of it as an old school TV variety series, where it's like Mad TV or SNL or a lot of the older 80s shows where it's just a hodgepodge of everything. So, I'm not going to waste your time anymore though. So, we're going to get right into the episode. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Dangerously cheesy. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Crashmasher1, aka John, and I'm in the kitchen. It's not terribly late at night, but kind of late at night. And a while ago, so there was some weird, interesting food products that came out earlier this year during the whole, end of the world. And one of those things that I bought that I'm heating up some water for right now and boiling is something dangerously cheesy, as you would say. So I'm gonna try it, basically, and we're gonna see if it's good. I got the microwave going because I had some leftover cheddar and broccoli rice that I'm mixing with something to see if it's good. So, but, yep, I got butter, milk, the packet, water boiling, and I'm going to edit this later, splice it all together, and we're going to see how it tastes. So, see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back, and it's almost done. I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks like normal cheese, right? But from my end, it looks like really orange, really like powdery orange, like Cheetos normally does. But on the camera, it looks like really like friggin' yellow is the best way to describe it. So, I'm gonna pour this into le bowl. Give me one sec. Hopefully this tastes good. I normally drain the mac and cheese a little bit, so it's a little less watered down, basically. But they say you're not supposed to do that. Just supposed to let it just be there. So yeah, I'm gonna pour this into a bowl. I got this nice Spider-Man bowl, and we're gonna go from there. So see you in a bit. And welcome back. So interesting thing happened when I let the mac and cheese cool off for like less than a minute. You know that orange color that I was talking about you couldn't see on camera? Yeah, it definitely got an orange color to it. It just literally looked like crumbled up Cheetos with noodles. So, and it's funny because, so the actual packaging for the seasoning, I looked at it, I'm like, this is literally just crushed up Cheetos. Like, there's no hiding this. This is just someone ground up the Cheeto dust that they put on the Cheetos into like a packet. And it was just like, well, why don't we mix noodles with that shit? So, anyhow, real quick first impressions. Here we go. I'm gonna try it. It's extra. You can hear that. I don't know if you can. It's extra gooey. Sounds like a fun time, if you know what I'm saying. Hey-o. Here, let me get a smaller bite. I'm not one of those guys in their cars that takes a big monster bite of a burger or something. What am I, crazy? Okay, so I kind of taste Cheetos. Not a lot, but it's there. It tastes more like mac and cheese than it does Cheetos, but there's like the aftertaste of when you eat Cheetos, after you eat like a handful and just go, that shit. It tastes like that. And that's not a bad thing. Like, it does taste like Cheetos, but it tastes more like mac and cheese than it does Cheetos. Yeah. Like, it's there, but it's definitely strange. So, there you go. Epic food reviews, pew, 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 pew. So, if you want to see more, I guess, stuff like this, or if you've got something that you want to recommend that I should buy and try and eat, I mean, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Just, all the fun crap. So, I'm going to try one more bite, because the last couple bites were like, I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely went out smooth. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, I'm getting more of that mac and cheese than I am Cheetos, but the hint of flavor is still there. It would have been cool if the powdered dust that they give you, or the seasoning, or like even just something extra, they added like crunchy Cheetos into the Cheetos mac and cheese. So that this way it tastes like a crunchy Cheeto almost. But I digress. There you go. Talk to you later. And now, for your viewing pleasure, a casual conversation with a Bandicoot. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy again, Crash Mash 01, aka John, and once again joining me this early Sunday afternoon, or morning, depending on where you're at, is my good buddy Scott, aka Urahara18, aka Renji Man. Say hi.
Hello, everybody! This is Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday. Be there for the ultimate cage match between one monkey and one lizard. Be there. Admission is only $17.99. Kids get in free. So.
Dun 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 dun
dun. So, as you can tell, folks, we're the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong came out literally like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago, and we haven't watched it yet. And what we're gonna do for this little bit is, we're gonna watch the trailer, and after we watch the trailer, we're gonna give our initial thoughts and reactions, talk about it, be hyped about it, and kind of discuss it for a little bit. Now, unfortunately, because YouTube's copyright system and DMCA stuff is, to this day, still very wonk and jank as heck, we are not going to do an actual live reaction to it. I'm gonna cut the video here, and then we're gonna watch it off camera, and then give our reactions back on camera, just because I don't trust it. So
yeah, it's rather to be safer than sorry.
Exactly. So I'm gonna end the recording here, and then we will see you guys in a little bit. I am excited for this fight because they brought some new interesting facts onto the table.
And the final fight's gonna be fought on Godzilla's turf in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's literally gonna be fought in Tokyo. They're literally fighting it in neon Tokyo, and they're literally going to have. He's literally going to have the home field advantage.
But as you predicted, based on what we were just witnessing, he was climbing them buildings.
Oh, yeah, no. Because, okay, so to give context, me and Reggie Man, we were hyped about this trailer for a while. And we kind of, gave some initial predictions over the phone with each other. But we weren't going to keep anything in stone until we saw the first trailer. Now that we've seen the first full-fledged trailer, because, oh my god. So, okay, I'm going to let you have the floor for the first, minute or two. Go.
Well, that monkey axe, he has an axe. He's going God of War on him. That's how I felt when I saw him wielding the axe. I'm like, oh no. To be fair, though, it's the only way he's going to initially get to Godzilla's hide. Is to have a weapon as big as him.
That's a pretty cool weapon.
I mean, he's just straight up God of Warring it. And Godzilla, I think, is the bad guy of the movie. Based on it, he kind of looks like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Because Godzilla destroyed Navy ships and gave literal no craps. He just wanted Kong. He wanted his barbecued gorilla.
barbecued monkey.
So, all right. So yeah, you go next because I'm so excited.
I'm very excited. Okay, so my that was your initial reaction. Here's mine. Okay, for one, holy, not only did they successfully capture Kong to try and actually, like, because obviously there's a human subplot, obviously there's something bad happening, and that's why they require the assistance of Kong, but I did not expect them in the first chunk of that trailer to be like, oh, we're gonna make Kong sympathetic and, realize, that he actually does have a previous bond with a little human girl and do this, and like we're actually gonna pay respect to kind of like older Kong lore and stuff like that. And then, Kong seemed to be actually somewhat on board with everything. He was still tied up and chained up, but he's
He wasn't initially fighting those chains. He was just sitting there going, I'm bored.
yeah, he wasn't like super resistant to everything. He kind of understood, but then I liked him going and looking into the ocean like, I know you're there. You fight me like a real lizard. And Godzilla pulled up. All right, bet lasers. The ship he's on, and by narrowly escaping, does a dive into the ocean. Like,
no, not only that, you're forgetting that he headbutts him first.
Yes, he headbutts him like a metal concert. And it wasn't just a regular headbutt. No, this was I want to see some bodies on the floor headbutt. Dink.
And then Godzilla getting up on the ship.
He angry.
He wants that monkey dead.
Kong got a good uppercut too, also on Godzilla, but as you can see, that really only did a tiny bit. Godzilla did manage to really get him a bit more too as well, which this fight's gonna be good, especially because that's not even the best part of the whole thing. It's the fact
they're
that,
going.
Go ahead.
They're going way into Kong lore.
They're going way into Kong lore. Because Godzilla's lore for the past 2-3 movies has already been kind of established. Kong's only had one movie. So they're letting Kong kind of shine primarily in this to explain the reason why he's fighting Godzilla. And they actually referenced with the one lady, there were ancient reports and rumors that there was a war. And that we're just backseat ticket holders, and now there's only 2 remaining. There's a reason why they're gonna fight.
Yeah, and that war was some type of kaiju war.
Yeah. So
the only 2 left standing, because we don't know if Ghidorah from King of the Monsters was involved in said war, or if he did, he got knocked out pretty early.
Yeah.
More than likely by Godzilla.
Oh yeah, definitely by Godzilla. And that's the other thing too. But
Godzilla and Kong were the last ones standing, and their feud is still going.
It's still going, and so that's the reason why I'm excited for this, is because for one, my monkey got an axe. He got a handcrafted axe that he's going to just go hunting.
Like I said, he's going Kratos.
He's going full dad of boy on this. And two, my theory was proved correct, that because Kong has way more agility and those extended arms, he has an advantage to do more damage against Godzilla. And yes, to your point, Godzilla seems to be the bad guy in this one for once.
It kind of, because the military wasn't too happy that he destroyed a naval ship. He wasn't too happy. They weren't too happy.
No, they weren't too happy. And you could see footage of him actually just wrecking the town for no reason.
But Dude, this fight's gonna be awesome.
And like to your point, it's going to be in the daytime.
Yeah, at least the first fight from the majority of the trailer is gonna be taking place during the day. More than likely, we're gonna be fighting in neon Tokyo for the final fight.
Yes. It's still going to be illuminated. It's just it's going to be atmospheric. And again, Godzilla's going to have the home advantage.
Cause it's Tokyo!
Yeah. Um. What
And
did
this is actually, believe it or not, out of all the MonsterVerse movies, including with Godzilla, they've never been to Tokyo.
No, they haven't yet, and I'm glad they saved it for this movie for this fight because they're like, oh yeah, no, we actually designed it like really well. We just want to save it for an actual like fight. What did you think of the CGI?
I haven't had problems with this universe's CGI because Godzilla still looks top notch. Kong looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the fight CGI is going to be the one that's going to be the most roughest. Mainly when they're sitting still or staring at each other, so on and so forth. The CGI in some of the past movies hasn't held up very well. But I think that's just because of the environment they put the fights in. Because in the last two movies, they had the fights in the dark with
That
snow, with heavy rain. Oh my god, so much rain.
Yeah. I feel now that they're more comfortable with the technology they're using for the CGI and like the actual like movements and animation and obviously some mocap at this point too. I feel like that's part of the reason why they're doing all the fights in the daylight now is because now they want to actually show off. Oh no, we finally perfected this. We want to show that it's good. So I think it looks good. I think it looks a little janky just because it's probably for the sake of the trailer, but when they do the really slow mo punches and slow mo moves, you can kind of see everything articulate like a little wonky, but not bad. That's my only gripe with the actual CGI and animation. Is it just the movement set is a little off, but I'm okay with that because the quality of that is like just out the ballpark, like really good. It just connects. So it feels a little more robotic, I guess, but it's not as bad. So um, what's your predictions on the human plot? We should address that. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, I think based on what we saw in the trailer, it's gonna be revolving more around protecting the girl and Kong, the little girl. And since Godzilla is going to be going after Kong for more than likely the most of the movie, is going to be the little girl and Kong bonding more because, as what they said, they have a strange connection with each other, and Kong will do anything to protect this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, other than it might be just an ancient grudge match that Godzilla just can't let go.
Godzilla just listen. He mad. He,
He's like, "Oh, monkey's back, round two." Because I more than likely we're going to find out who won that fight in the past.
yes, we're probably gonna find out who won the fight in the past, or what happened if it turned into like a draw, or turned into like an issue with like something interfering with the fight or whatever. But the
Because according to Kong Skull Island comic books, there was a huge race of Kongs. The species was nearly wiped out by the skull crawlers.
yeah,
And we don't even know in that flashback of the war if that's our Kong or one of Kong's ancestors.
maybe one of Kong's
More than likely one of his
ancestors.
ancestors.
Yeah, more likely ancestors. All right, we covered the
So,
CGI, we covered the human plot, we covered how the fight looks. The fight looks good. Uh, with any good movie, what did you think of the music choice for the trailer?
It's okay.
Eh, I think it's
Not
fine.
huge into hip hop, but most of the time when they do pick a hip hop song, they do edit the trailer well enough to where it matches the song.
I feel like it matched the tone of it a bit more, and the reason for that is because the trailer and the music knows that yes, this is going to be a TNA WWE style fight between Monkey and Lizard. So we need something that's gonna like accentuate the fact that yes, they are fighting. Yes, one of them is going to lose. There will they even the trailer promised that. They were like, doesn't matter. One of them will fall.
And to be fair, I'm going to be 100% fair. Now that that monkey has a weapon,
now that he got it, now he got an axe.
I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah, he mean
Oof.
because I even predicted this with you over the phone because he has opposable thumbs and a hand and can actually grip onto stuff and use the environment around him as weaponry. So the
Well, see,
fact
that
that
part I didn't have a problem with. It's a problem. The only problem I'm having is who made that giant axe for him?
yeah, how did he get a giant axe?
That's my only concern. I wasn't too worried about him making improvised weapons. I was actually kind of predicting it. But where did he get an axe?
It's gonna be listen, folks. I didn't want to spend too much time diving like into the recording, but that's our initial thoughts. I overall we like the animation, we like the music choice, we like the trailer. We gave our initial thoughts. We kind of talked about like Kong and Godzilla lore. We talked about how the combat's gonna look really good. I'm not worried about that because the combat, and it sounds like the fights they're actually getting as creative as possible with it. So they're letting them actually be a bit goofy, which the movies themselves, all the MonsterVerse movies are inherently initially goofy a little bit to begin with, but that's the charm. So they're really letting like the creative like ideas of how this fight's gonna go down, as you can see by the trailer, really let loose. So I'm excited for that. Any
But yeah,
final thoughts?
now it's time to put in them votes. Who are you with, Team Lizard or Team Kong?
Yeah, put in your bets, folks. Like, who do you think's gonna win? Team Monkey or Team Lizard? And listen, come in a little closer. Listen, if you're watching this on your phone or tablet, it's monitor. This guy over here, next to me, he thinks the lizard's gonna win, but I'm Team Monkey all the way, baby.
Team Lizard,
Team Monkey.
100%.
Any additional thoughts that you had on the trailer? Anything you want to point out?
Nothing really. We pretty much pointed. It wasn't a long trailer. It was only 2.5 minutes.
That's true.
So, and they did say this is not the final trailer. This is just the first trailer. So, more than likely, we'll get a final trailer sometime in March.
Which, depending on how well this bit goes, we may even do this again and get like our reactions to the extra trailer too.
Yeah, because they did. If this was the final trailer, they would have said official final trailer Godzilla versus Kong.
No, this was just something they kind of whipped up, which I'm happy that we got this because I even made a prediction with Renji Man here too, saying we probably won't get at least our first trailer till like mid-February, and I was wrong. We got our first trailer right basically before the end of January, which was a nice pleasant treat. So Godzilla versus King Kong. That about does it from us. We will talk to you guys later, but there's one thing I want to say before we go. Monkey.
Lizard!
Monkey!
Lizard!
Monkey!
Lizard!
Monkey.
Lizard.
Monkey.
Lizard.
Yo, my monkey boy gonna whoop your lizard ass.
Man, my lizard's gonna cook you up and serve you with a side of barbecue.
There you go, folks. Talk to you later. And thus, this concludes another presentation of a casual conversation with a Bandicoot. Hey, wait! Don't end the video. There's more stuff to watch for you. Bruh. You know what?
I was trying to double kill. I didn't know they were all at there. That I was trying to get the double. I thought there was only 2 others. 3 of them came in as I clicked it. I was like, oh. Who voted for me?
I think I voted for someone the first round and then I died as like the second round was happening. I thought I voted for Onion.
Yeah, I guess that must have worked.
Did we lose someone?
No, Bull's coming back.
Oh, okay.
It's John.
Ah. Oh. By the way, I'm streaming right now if y'all want to say hi to everybody. Or hi to the stream.
So, Siren, this is what you do. Do you have a drink? Do you have a drink with you?
Siren.
Do you have a drink with you? I can get one. So what you're gonna do is grab a drink. Okay. I'm gonna help you out. Okay, hold on. I'm grabbing.
The Hiccup Saga.
Okay. Beverage is non-alcoholic properties available. Perfect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna you're taking a drink, but don't swallow. Like fill up your whole mouth, right? Okay. So you're gonna take a drink, fill up your whole mouth, hold it in, don't swallow. You're gonna tilt your head back, right? Tilt your head back like you're looking up at the ceiling. Plug your ears, and I'm talking like plug them. Like you can't hear nothing. And then swallow. She can't hear you. Hey, well here I go. I'm gonna do this on stream right now. I'm taking my headset off. Oh my god.
Content.
You got this, Aaron. I believe in you. Here we go. What is she doing? Trying to get rid of her hiccups. Making the hiccups go away.
The Hiccupies.
Hey, who's Cherry? Cherry moves, right? No. Welcome back, John. No, that's me. Okay. Gotta plug your ears, Siren. Forgot to plug my ears.
Oh no.
Hang up. Oh, fuck. Yep. Hang on. Just hold your breath until you're physically incapable of holding your breath anymore. You should hiccup 4 or 5 times in that space, and then it'll be done. She can't hear you. Her ears are plugged. Rip.
Ripperoni.
Okay. Now she can hear you. We're gonna see. I don't feel confident. God damn it! Why did you do that? Everybody ready? Okay. We're just not gonna concentrate on it. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that again. Hold your breath until you can't hold your breath anymore.
That's too long.
Be hiccuping right now. Who else is hiccuping?
Well, that was quick.
Route to that download. Siren, where was it? 02. I was walking down the
Ooh.
I don't
It just
know.
doesn't make
Like,
sense.
it was either eggplant or queso or cherry in that color range.
Well, so body was an O2. I saw Mana run down about 2 seconds before that body was reported.
Yeah, I must have ran right past it. Where was it?
In O2. There's also I just ran red.
Blackberry and I walked down from that section, and we're both in comms right now.
And Kesa had all the time in the world to execute me and didn't.
I could have sliced the fuck out of him right then and there.
Beautifully.
Say it, Wiener.
Would you ask? Did you ask me? What color is Mana? Yellow. Banana.
I'm a banana color.
Thank you.
You know what? I don't care if I get voted off for this next round, but do you guys find that appealing?
Let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
Mana out for something less.
I really love it that I already skipped, bro.
That's why I did it.
You're out. Not see anybody.
Storage, when it was called, I had come down from the, like, nav portion of the map into storage.
Did you see Blueberry over there?
Blueberry? Not my recollection, no.
No, I was in admin going down into storage when the body was called. So.
I saw Blueberry. I don't know where he went, but I was over by like the tree, and then he disappeared. Okay. Wait, the tree.
The tree? What?
The tree? The tree? What tree?
What tree?
Isn't there a tree?
There's a
Tree on
tree?
this map, Mana.
Bro, I don't know this map that well. I thought I passed the tree.
That's... Nah. Uh-huh. After I just said admin to storage too, but okay, sure.
Because of that pun last round, so. Oh, you know what? It's only fair.
Alright, fine.
But I definitely think it's Mana. Definitely. It's Mana.
So rather than vote the person who you think is suspicious, vote the person who made the awful pun.
I have reasons that it's Mana. I have reasons that it's Mana, and it's that Cherry and I both did med-based scan, and you saw Mana coming up the hallway away from electrical, so, like, that's
But
why
that doesn't mean I wasn't elected.
Alright, bye guys, have fun.
I was on the same side of the road.
Making me feel blueberry about it. Ah. You know, it's, you know.
You are correct. There was a tree on a map.
It kind of stinks when you guys make fun of my mistakes after I do them. That's fine.
Mana?
It stinks. It stinks.
Mana? Mana?
You got a camera, so that's another thing.
Mana.
Stop sitting on fucking cans.
I'm very
Why
impressed.
are we sitting on cams is because
Bravo.
you're like more likely to have us lose because people die before we all get our tasks done. That's why I
Every
said
time I play
anything.
imposters, somebody's sitting on cams, and when their tasks aren't done.
Still,
And
bravo.
Because too many fucking people died and nobody did their tasks.
We're 1 for 1 tonight, so.
That and you used my own comedy earlier against me to vote me off. I'm impressed.
You definitely deserve
That was comedy?
Kinda.
Black just sliced right in front of me.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I do gotta own up to that one. I did kind of screw that up.
So we vote in then?
Yeah.
Black guy?
Yeah, it's blackberry.
Blackberry. Alright.
That's your poop. You will not die in vain.
No.
And also, I have a little bit of blood on my body.
Just a wee bit.
Sprinkle it up to go see a therapist.
Get him on mouth a little bit there.
I just watched a murder. Yeah.
Forensic Files, Space Edition. Khakis.
What are you wearing right now?
Khakis.
Oh, sorry. Let me vote for myself real quick. Eggplant, you wanna vote for me?
In the arms of an angel.
What happened? Huh? Oh, sorry.
Vote!
Fucking click on somebody's
Yeah, please! Click, 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 click. Even I wasn't being mean. I got killed. Bullied? Bullied. Banter. No, you mean ban nanater? No, that doesn't work. I tried. Banantered. Bananter. Hey, you know what though, Mana? You got me real. Okay, I'll.
I will admit that it does definitely feel like that when you first get into an Among Us group when, like, you know that other people have played together. But it's definitely not like you're fucking lying.
I just roasted the fuck out of Bull. Because he's always laughing at my misfortunes.
What do you mean, what? You roasted me?
Remember when you were so busy?
Oh.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, even I kind of was like, bruh.
It's just how we have to play together, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, I can play for like another 20 minutes before I gotta get off. So probably like 1 or 2 more good games.
Perfect.
Go beat some trees with some rocks.
Okay.
Yes.
Tree Rocks, the
I'm a
sequel.
little booze banana. I take
A booze banana.
Alrighty.
An onion.
Everybody goes, yep, it's mana. Sorry.
It's mana. Hey, mana, 2 mana, 2 mana.
It always feels personal.
And it's always you.
It always
I don't do anything, man.
Mana, to be fair, you got me twice the past couple rounds really good. I'm not mad, I'm impressed. Bravo. I'm impressed. I'm not even mad.
I don't sit in bed. I literally invented it. I did it immediately. You can watch my VOD. Just kidding. You can watch you can watch my VOD. I don't sit in bed. I don't.
Nah, you got me good that last round too. Like I said, good kill.
The only reason I voted for you, Mana, was because you said the tree thing.
Trees.
So I'm not very
Bruh.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I bet if Black Knight had dropped, we would have gotten somebody out.
Yeah, probably.
All you would have had to do is double kill. We would have been alright.
Jared killed me electrical. Oh.
I'm gonna get off of here fast. Yeah, like a level.
Bye, Zyga.
Bye.
So this was the last game. This one we just did.
No, I'm doing one more.
Oh, snap.
We're doing one more.
I just want to let everyone know that my first, my mission of that the whole time was I had to take out Moogs.
So we're not gonna talk about how I got killed in cafeteria just like that, and you know, thrown out into the trash. Yeah, no, it's all good. Just throwing the body in the dumpster directly.
I was going for Kesa. She went right, you went down. I was like, fuck, I gotta get
No, you're good. It wasn't that. It was the commentary after. It was like, oh, wow. All right, cool. I feel loved.
Why did you have to kill me? Because you're smart as fuck, boy.
Smarter than the average bear.
I was gonna have to take. Cherry was the next one because I was like, he's sits on. I'm like, he uses his admin table like fucking a boss, dude. I was like, I gotta take him out. Yeah,
I'm not mad. It was funny. It was all funny, dark commentary, especially from Kesa.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Throwing my dead body into a trash. I see how it is,
I didn't even
Kesa.
see your body to throw in the garbage, dog.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey, let's take this anger on Crash and put it somewhere more useful.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Asshole, bro.
Imagine not getting tested for COVID, you fuck.
Yeah, imagine.
Ooh.
Oh my
Symptoms, and all your friends tell you should get tested, and still.
You're like sweating.
So angry.
You're like, I'm not gonna get tested even though it's free. Yeah, that's right, leave.
I was gonna say, there's a testing place on like every corner where I live.
My sheets are soaked, but I just have a cold, guys.
Guys, listen, it's fine. I'm just dying, but it's all good.
Sleeping 18 hours out of 24. It's fine.
Alright, this is fine. It's fine.
I'm awake for like 3 hours a day, but it's fine.
I'm just on fire, guys. It's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, here we go. Merry Christmas. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Karen snapped my neck. Fucking slaughtered me. But I thought I saw Amanda Ben.
You know what? I'm not even mad. I literally... Okay. I literally went in electrical to work on 2 tasks and then immediately got killed after the second task.
I'm not surprised by this. 'Cause
Not even mad.
There was a round one time where you followed me everywhere. Do you remember that? And I was fucking pissed.
Let's follow the leader.
Maybe she's got a crush on you, man.
Ooh.
Maybe
Ooh.
he bullies the girls he's crushing on.
Bullies.
Just to keep them in Among Us.
It's a second grade mentality.
Yeah.
No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I just realized it's an anime trope. The bullying someone who likes someone, it's the whole like, oh, I don't like you or anything, baka. That thing.
That's also what we do in kindergarten.
Okay.
Alright, well everyone, it has been a lot of fun. I am heading out.
Rust?
Rust.
Rust.
Night.
Good night.
I hope you guys have fun on Friday.
Bye, Siren.
Thank you everyone. Have an amazing night.
Thank you for inviting me.
Whoever's going to rest, I'll be in the RP chat.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.